Hello and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Crow Tarot, where today I am so excited to share something with you. I've been waiting months, and I do mean months, to unbox this deck right here. For starters, the box itself, like the packaging came in, it's awesome because it's purple, and purple is my favorite color. But it's the fact that it's a very special themed deck that makes me want to unbox it so much, and I had to wait for the right time to do so, because this is a Christmas deck. A vintage Christmas deck, to be completely exact, created by Hattie Thorn. She is in England. I'm in West Virginia, so it took a while to get here, but I mean, it did come in like February. I ordered it and I bought it after Christmas, you know, a little Christmas present for myself. And I didn't want to unbox it then because, well, it was February, Christmas was over. But there's this thing called Christmas in July. So I just decided, you know, this is the time, you know, right now at the making of this video, it is very much July. So Christmas in July is definitely what I'm going to relate to in this, and I'm so excited to see what's in this deck, and we're going to unbox it together. You're seeing it the same time I do. If it is available, I will put the link in the description below of where you can purchase it for yourself if you want to, because that's what I love to do, is be able to share this beautiful stuff with you so you can get it for yourself. And if you ever want a reading with it, I don't care what time of year it is, you can absolutely order this order a reading from this deck. So I'm going to actually use scissors and get this open, because you can see I'm getting it, but it's just taking too long, and I don't have the patience for that. So good old purple scissors. Hey, look, they actually match there very well. Yes, purple's my favorite color, if you didn't know, so that's probably why I have purple scissors. But we're gonna snip right there, you know, get that going, get the little hole going, because getting the little hole going is always making it easier to unbox the deck. You can see here it's very much in another box, a box within a plastic wrapper. So we're going to do a little bit more digging. You can see literally this is an unboxing video because we are unboxing the deck to share in the video. I'm almost there. Okay, there we go. And we have the box right there, Hattie Thorn. So she's got the nice little cardboard box there. There's already, you can see like the gold and everything sticking out of there. So this is extremely exciting. Gonna pop that lid right there. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, and I already see like sparkles and everything. That's where part of my crow comes in, is the fact that I love shiny things. Got this nice little thing right here. I see that the box is causing an issue. There we go. Got this nice little card right here. I almost don't want to open it because I'm afraid I can't get it back. But if we just very carefully pop that heart like that, we can open that. Ooh, and look, stickers. You never can go wrong with stickers. Stickers are awesome. Get all these nice little things right here that you get when you purchase the deck. Oh, that one's cool. Like the hand and the skeleton hand and everything. Up, getting in the way again. Very beautiful little stickers right there. I always love stickers. What I like to do with like random ones like this is if I give cards or anything, I always just pop one of these on the back to close it up instead of, you know, the lick and stick. So really cool there. And this says, oh, it's even personalized. That is awesome. Hi Amanda, thank you for your order. Your crystal is green agate. I hope you love your cards. Much love, Hattie. So she actually takes a time to personally put stuff in here. So I'm so excited I actually opened this. And I didn't actually just keep it like sitting there so it'd be safe, but we're going to close it right back up. This is an awesome little detail thing right there. And she even put a crystal in here too, she said, like green agate. So that's awesome. Agate is one of the most beautiful crystals. It's like that shiny stuff. Well, you'll see it when I get it out here, I guess. But there you have the 10% discount if you ever, like, I'm sharing that with you, I guess, now. So if you see that, you can get 10% off your order when you purchase this deck or any of her amazing decks in her collection. Ooh, and it's even in black tissue paper with Hattie Thorn on it. I almost don't want to open it because, I mean, it's too awesome to open. But hey, we can think of this as like Christmas. It's Christmas in July, as I said, so we can very much open this box and see what the cards look like. Because what's the fun of a tarot deck if we don't actually get to work with it? Got the green agate there, like she said. Honest, that looks. You ever heard of like Jack and the Beanstalk? Everybody's heard of Jack and the Beanstalk, right? And he had 3 little beans. Well, this looks to me like one of the beans that Jack would had, or yeah, Jack and the Beanstalk he would have had when he made the giants, like made the giant beanstalk that went up to the giants. But you've got that agate right there and the cool little like chevron symbol in this symbol center. I don't have a crystal like this, so this is really cool. But that's not why you clicked on this video, and that's not why I'm making this video. We're going to unwrap this awesome deck. I'm going to do it very carefully because I don't want to ruin it. Let's see if I can do it carefully. I can't, so we're just actually just going to do it, okay? I can keep the part that says Hattie Thorn if I want to, but that's not what matters. There, see? Still have that part. You can see here, the Vintage Christmas Tarot by Hattie Thorn. Now, one thing you might not know about me is I'm rather obsessed with, between the time era of 1890 to about 1910, I just absolutely, I've always, even when I was a kid, loved that time period. When I grew up, that was right about the time the American Girls were getting really popular, and Samantha was my favorite, and she was a child around like 1909, 1908, that area, and I just always was fascinated with that time period and that story and everything. And so I always just got obsessed with that time period. And then it turns out with tarot, Arthur Edward Waite and Pamela Coleman Smith, they were in the Order of the Golden Dawn, and they were around in 1909. That's when that stuff was popular. So I've always just felt drawn to this time period. And when I saw that there was actually a tarot deck that was based in that time period, Christmas deck no less, I don't have a deck like that, so I just jumped on the chance. So here is the full of this deck. See that illustration there? You know, he's sitting on this clouds, the snowy caps and everything, because it's Christmas time, it's December. He's got his trusty dog beside him, which kind of looks like some version of a hound dog. Very cool. The Magician is next, and it looks like Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol, which is a little bit earlier than 1890, that Victorian area. It's more of Elizabethan era, I believe, but still beautiful, fantastic. Like, that's what Christmas to me is this time period, not about like presents and stuff like that, but just that coming together and decorating and finding this happiness and joy in the middle of the winters. And like winter back then, they just had like fireplaces and stuff. They didn't have heaters and things to warm them up. So this joy that they found, like giving the fruits and everything they did, roasting chestnuts on an open fire, all of that was things to bring them joy in the middle of winter. High Priestess right here, beautiful illustration of the High Priestess. Here is the Empress. Get that illustration right there. And the Emperor, of course, he looks like Santa Claus to me. I don't know if that's like specific or not, but he's got his white beard and his red coat and everything. So he's a very fancy Santa Claus. You got the Hierophant right there. Again, got the white beard and everything. Look up to him. He is a leader. You got the Chariot. Oh, no. Okay, so this is interesting. The Chariot in this deck is the 6. The Lovers is the 7. So that's really interesting that those are switched up. You get the Chariot right there, a 6, you know, taking control, reflecting on the past so that you'll know where you want to go next. That's Chariot, kind of makes sense there. And the Lovers right here, you know, there's an obstacle when it comes to like really listening to your heart. But when you overcome that obstacle, you find that strength to face your inner demons and come to love who you are. There's strength. The Hermit is next. Very much a Santa Claus vibe from this one as well. He's all decked up. My favorite version of Santa Claus, I think it's like the shamans and stuff, like the ones that would give mushrooms in Germany and things like that. That's what he reminds me of. I actually have a statue or like a doll kind of that particular Santa Claus that's in that illustration. That's kind of cool. I'm definitely looking forward to like working a lot with this deck when it comes to December. There is the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, beautiful, beautiful Wheel of Fortune right there. Justice is next, and it's the beautiful woman that always represents justice, just without the blindfold. Next up, we have the Hanged Man, and there's Santa Claus hanging from a Christmas tree. As you can see there, very much looks like Santa Claus again. Death follows the Hanged Man in the sequence, and that is a gorgeous death card. Definitely, you've got the skeleton and everything, but skeleton on a fancy horse, middle of Christmas. It's just beautiful. I'm kind of like, death is one of my favorite cards because it's so empowering and everything. When you let whatever no longer serves you die, you can find that power to embrace something new. Temperance is next, and you've got the beautiful illustration of an angel for temperance right there. The Devil, Krampus, anyone? Krampus? I don't know exactly how it's pronounced. You've got that right there. Then the Tower, beautiful illustration of the Tower right there. Are dark, gloomy, and scary. Lightning bolts in the middle of winter. That's kind of cool. I'd never seen lightning in the middle of winter. I think I'd freak out if I did. Oh, and this star. Just look at that star. How gorgeous that is. As it, like, the reflection and everything on all the stars are down in the water. It's just beautiful. There is the moon. You got the wolves howling at the moon. So beautiful illustration there. Then the sun. Got the sun right there. Judgment is next. A beautiful little angel cherub or something. blowing the horn, saying, forgive the past so you can learn from it and appreciate who you are so you can find the success of the world. And there is the World card, completing the major arcana in this deck. And then we get to the minor arcana, beginning with the Ace of Wands. And it is a Christmas tree. You can see very much the Two of Wands fully illustrated, which is awesome because there's so many decks out there that's like, here's Marseille style, 2 wands, pretty much 2 sticks on a card. But here he's looking out, he's deciding, should I stay or should I go out there to that new world? So there's the two. He's made that choice, and now he's cold and he's standing out there looking at everything that he's left behind, or looking towards the future that he's passionate about. 4 of Wands is next. You see that card, the couple dancing together, appreciating the strong foundation that they're passionate about. 5 of Wands, Santa Claus. This is definitely Santa Claus because you see there he's in his Santa Claus outfit. Yeah, the one we all know, like the one that was made popular with Coca-Cola. And he's against this person. And the vibes I'm getting from this card, this is a card of immaturity. But in this illustration, I'm seeing it more as, fighting that adult within you that doesn't want to believe in Christmas, that doesn't want to believe in Santa Claus. And whether Santa Claus is real or not, it's the joy and the childlike happiness that Santa Claus brings along with it that we really need to hold on to. Maybe not necessarily the actual physical man, but the whole meaning of Christmas. Like, think of the Gift of the Magi. Gift of the Magi is one of my favorite Christmas stories of all time. I didn't even, when I was a kid, it almost didn't make sense to me. But the older I got, the more I understood it. Like, the whole story goes, the couple weren't very rich. Like, think of them as the couple right here. And the couple, the woman, she had this beautiful long hair. So her husband went and sold his watch, because he had a very, very nice watch. He sold his watch to get the barrette for her hair. But in order to buy the band for his watch that she wanted to get him because she knew he loved his watch, she cut off all her hair and sold it. So the barrette did her no good, and the watch band did him no good. But the whole meaning of it was giving something of ours away so we can get something for somebody else, showing that other person that we appreciate them. And that is what Christmas is all about. Just, it's not about getting something, it's about giving something. It makes it more enjoyable. 6 of Wands is next, and you can see that card right there. It kind of reminds me of the Death card in this because it's got the horse and everything, but you're finding that victory, you like I said, you're letting go whatever no longer serves you so you can find what does. 7 of Wands is next. There you see the guy fighting with the policeman or something, defending what he's passionate about. He's defending Christmas. 8 of Wands, Santa Claus going crazy. 8 of Wands energy definitely during Christmas. I mean, it's actually the first decan of Sagittarius, so it's November 21st to November 30th. I guess even then, if Santa Claus is actually doing his thing and he has to fly around, that time of year is definitely going to be stressful. Maybe 8 of Wands energy because everything is moving quickly. And there on December 24th to December 25th, things are definitely moving quickly, but this is what Santa Claus was made for. It's what he's passionate about. So he's going to make it, and he's going to find that success with it. 9 of Wands is next, followed by the 10 of Wands. So many presents that it's going to be overwhelming to actually unbox them all. Yeah, unwrap them all and enjoy them all. Page of Wands. Oh, just look at that adorable little character, that little child. It's beautiful. This is reminding me so much of my obsession with this time period. Victorian 1890s, that area when they struck oil and they started getting wealthy and making all of these beautiful things. That's what this deck is. There is the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands. You can kind of see they look very similar, don't they? Maybe this was the child and then she grew up to be successful and she never lost her love for Christmas. And then the King of Wands, very royal looking Santa Claus right there. Cup suits is next with the Ace of Cups right there with some holly in the middle, or in the cup flowing out. The 2 of Cups, emotionally fulfilling partnerships. They look very emotionally fulfilled, and they have this connection. There's the holly coming down them, and there's the holly in the girl's hair, so they're very connected. 3 of Cups, 3 women that look very similar, enjoying their time together. Beautiful illustration there. 4 of Cups, all these presents, and he still looks bored. So that's an awesome little illustration, and kind of sad too. I call this the meh card, M-E-H, meh. Because you're just so focused on all that you've already done, Christmas after Christmas after Christmas after Christmas, for example, that you're just kind of over it. But there's so much more to see, so much more to enjoy when you just appreciate the fact that you have this strong foundation. This thing that once filled you with joy is that strong foundation for you, and you feel comfortable in it. So I always like to point that out with the Four of Cups, that 4 is the number of a strong foundation. So if you're focused on like the things that bring you joy, the things that like you're comfortable with, even if they don't bring you that much joy anymore, you still have that comfortability, and you can focus on the things that you want to fill your cup up with next. 5 of Cups is next, and you have that illustration very much sitting there being upset about something that you've lost. Perhaps like that's why the 4 of Cups is, the boredom card, because you haven't really taken the time to really focus on the loss. So the 5 of Cups shows the power that you can change, that power to change your story for the better and find what does bring you joy. And then you can remember, have nostalgia feelings about the Christmases of the past. You might not be able to get them back. If you have children of your own, you can make their futures or their Christmases in the future like happier and brighter. So that's that illustration. Beautiful again. And this card right here is the reason I fell in love with this deck when I saw it online. It's something as simple as the 7 of Cups, the card of choices. But look at the characters just standing there looking in the window of this place. So many choices of how they can celebrate their Christmas, what they can purchase, what they can decorate their houses with. And it's just something about this card. I feel like I've been there before. I feel like I've looked in that window. I've almost feel like I've been in this outfit before. I've told you, like, I read those books when I was a kid, like the American Girls. And this is always what I pictured Samantha as. So maybe I wasn't there, but she was. That story was. So it very much connects to that inner child of mine. And it's just beautiful. 8 of Cups is next, and there he's leaving behind this town, and he's going to walk across that bridge and find something new. So I'm going to go back to that 5 of Cups we talked about. This illustration here, it's a very similar, like it's almost the same bridge. And so he's very focused on, it's like still evening. So he's leaving, he's thinking about leaving, still too focused on it. And then we get to the card of success and wealth of the Suit of Cups. And it's dark now, and he's kind of grown a little bit, but he's ready to leave that sadness behind. 9 of Cups now, the wish card of the tarot. And there's Santa Claus enjoying all the fruits of his labor because he's earned it, all that food and everything. He has the power to make his wishes come true. He has the power to make others' wishes come true too. So beautiful illustration there. Then of course the happy family card. You've got the 2 little girls and the mom and the dad with their fancy Christmas tree. So it reminds you, like, family is anything. Family is your version. Family, 10 of Cups, happy family, is the family that brings you joy. Your soul family, your chosen family, your family, like the blood-related family, all of it, that is happy family. Page of Cups is next, and you have that cute little child again with the fancy little holly that brings it back to that ace we began with. Knight of Cups, the soldier on the horse that has all the holly and everything on the snow, and he's riding there and he's following his heart. Queen of Cups, she's just beautiful, isn't she? Like, look at the dress and everything as she's sitting there. And you got the star up here, which kind of reminds me of the star. You know, we talked about the star and how beautiful that was with the major arcana, and she's embraced that. She's embraced her hidden talents. She's focused on what she loves, and she's the mother of the minor arcana, or mother of the court, minor arcana, showing that love and appreciation she has for everyone. And here is the King of Cups. You know, he's following his heart. He's listening to his heart. He's got Santa Claus vibes too. Beautiful, beautiful. Ace of Pentacles is next. You got a Christmas ornament, looking at it, very focused on that to grow that pentacle. Now, if we're thinking about Christmas now, like I said, this is July, so you might be focused on what you want your Christmas to be this year. So that might be what the, like, success comes with that, the material happiness, you know, start planning now and it can be great. Start planning now and it might not break the bank either. There's the 2 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Pentacles, cute little elves right there, you know, making the toys for Santa. It's not just him that's making all the runs and making all the toys and everything. No, he has his elves in his workshop helping him as well. 4 of Pentacles, holding on to our money for a rainy day. There is Santa Claus, definitely counting his money, which is not a bad idea sometimes. You know, the more money you save up, the more that money can grow and you can get even better things from before. 5 of Pentacles, looks like Tiny Tim from Christmas Carol, and he's grown up a little bit, so he's got like still got his downsides and everything. Things haven't gotten better after now I can't remember his name. Well, Charles Dickens is the one that wrote the Christmas Carol, but it's the one that always said "bah humbug." I don't know why I cannot remember his name right now. I remember Bob Cratchit and Tiny Tim was his son, but I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the guy that was like getting all the ghosts meeting him. That's ridiculous. Anyway, Tiny Tim. definitely is a perfect example of the Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, sharing is caring. You know, there's the guy, the older boy sharing with the little girl. Maybe he is that guy, so people are going to share with him moving forward. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, you know, having patience. Have patience. If you're a huge fan of Christmas, then patience is what's going to get you there. At the time of making this video, you've got about 5.5 months. So you definitely have time to, you definitely need patience, but you have time to like make this tree beautiful. Like you can have time to buy a ladder. You can actually decorate it because that thing is huge. Eight of Pentacles, hard at work to find that success that you deserve. You know, practice makes perfect. Nine of Pentacles, well, she is absolutely beautiful, isn't she? Coming out of the woodwork right there. She's even got roses and stuff in winter, so she's beautiful. She reminds me of like a winter bride, like going and like wearing the wedding dress and everything. But this is the card of the successful individual, the successful woman. So she can buy anything she wants. She can walk herself to that storefront we saw in the Seven of Cups and buy whatever she wants because she's earned it. Ten of Pentacles, the generations of family coming together, or even past lives, past selves, and like the ancestors that we have in our lives. And this whole deck reminds me of that because it's a Christmas that has come and gone. Like we think of Christmas now, it's all about the materialistic stuff, all about purchasing things that we don't necessarily need and purchasing things for others that they're just going to, you know, throw or just ignore and get covered in dust in a few months. So like back during this time, it was more of like by getting people food or things that they needed. Like I'm always focused on like oranges. I don't know why, but oranges were a huge gift in like past Christmases, like hundreds of years ago. So that's always what I'm reminded of, like these feasts that you give, these sweets and everything. Dreams of sugar plums dancing in their heads, like that is night before Christmas story. I always want to say Nightmare Before Christmas because it's one of my favorite movies, but that's beside the point. But like all these like songs and everything, they came from this time period. They came when Christmas was actually like something more joyful, more appreciative, more not as materialistic as it is today. So beautiful illustration there. And then we had the Page of Pentacles, a cute little child like holding his coin, his plate, ready to eat with all of these people. The Knight of Pentacles, I think this might be my favorite knight. He's definitely worked hard. And this is the knight that is not afraid of doing all the boring and mundane work. He's willing to do it. He doesn't care about it. And he's definitely earned that armor. This is beautiful. Queen of Pentacles is next. Again, beautiful dress and everything. I definitely, like, the more I look at this deck, the more, like, I long if there was a time machine and you could just go back to a time period and never come back. It's this time period for me, for sure. King of Pentacles is right here, and then we get to the Suit of Swords, and let's just take a moment to appreciate the Ace of Swords in this deck. Look how gorgeous that is, covered like in the snow and everything. It's the gold and everything on it. It's beautiful. Up next, we have the Two of Swords, and you've got the blindfold there on her, like Justice usually has. You know, maybe she's deciding what she wants her Christmas to be. She might be indecisive about what she wants her tree to look like this year. Three of Swords is next, the Heartbreak and Betrayal card, and that heart is, it's beautiful. I love all the like thorns and everything around it, and it bleeding. It's still alive, but it's lost a lot. And then Three of Swords, like the Death card, is one of my favorite cards because it's one of the most negative cards, definitely one of the most negative of the minor arcana, but that three reminds us that our futures are what we want to create. So even if the past wasn't kind, that past can help us, that pain can help us to make something better than we had before. Four of Swords is next. You know, rest and reflect after that pain so we can decide what we want to do next and see ourselves as that strong foundation. Beautiful illustration there. Five of Swords, the victor or the victim card as I call it. And you know, maybe who is the victor and the victim of this card? They're both seeming to fight who actually deserves it. So that's an interesting take on the Five of Swords. Oh, and the Six of Swords. Look how gorgeous that illustration is, that boat and everything. The cold, the winter. Here it is, the middle of summer. I will never tell my husband this because he would be like, seriously, what is wrong with you? Because we're summer people. We like to go to the lake and everything like that. But, oh, this is making me kind of long for that winter time when everything is covered in a blanket of snow. It's just gorgeous. Seven of Swords is next, the Thief card of the tarot. And definitely, he looks like a thief. He kind of looks like the Fool, too. Kind of just like a trickster right there. Eight of Swords is next, feeling like a prisoner to our own minds. And she definitely looks like she's a prisoner. She feels just, you can just tell there's no swords in this illustration. There's actually no swords in many of these illustrations, but the sword suit is the suit of the mind, and it looks like her mind is playing tricks on her. Her mind is making her feel like she isn't good enough. 9 of Swords, you got that illustration there, and she's actually in the tree, and pine needles, you know, kind of sharp, so that wouldn't be very comfortable. So that is the card of like inner demons, like holding us prisoner and keeping us awake at night. And then the 10 of Swords, the card of wanting to give up, throw in the towel, lay down and die, and he definitely looks like he does. All of this like white stuff and everything around here, I wonder if this is a representation of Santa Claus. And after all of that hard work he does on Christmas and everything, taking all those presents and stuff, he probably is like, his mind is probably just like, ready, seriously dude, lay down, give up for now. You know, he has an entire year, so he can take that time to rest so he can begin again. So that's an awesome illustration of the 10 of Swords. This sweet beautiful little girl right here is the Page of Swords. Then our knight is running through the like chaos of a winter storm and everything on his horse. Beautiful again. The Queen of the Sword suit, she is gorgeous as well. I love the green because it kind of reminds her and reminds us that it might be winter, it might be cold, but that green is going to come again. Nature will come back, like when spring comes around, summer, fall, all of that. It's a beautiful sequence, and I'm so appreciative of the fact that I live somewhere that I actually get to enjoy all of the seasons. I'm not bragging about that or anything, but it's just like California, Florida, warm places closer to the equator. They don't necessarily have snow. There's people out there, maybe you're one of them, that's never actually seen snow. And while it's not fun to drive in, it's not fun to be cold or anything like that. There's some kind of beauty to it, and the beauty in the fact that everything that dies is reborn. I'm getting into weird things here. Beside the point, Queen of Swords, beautiful, reflecting, like, she's powerful because she's experienced the pain of her past, but it's made her stronger. Think back to that 3 of Swords, that ability to take the pain and heartbreak and create something better. If there's anybody that's done that, it's her. And then we complete with the King of Swords. You've got that king of the suit of the air, the Vulcans of the Star Trek universe, as I like to see them. You've got that illustration too, and he definitely looks regal. He definitely looks in control. This deck is incredible. It's so beautiful. There are the backs of the cards, very much upright or reversed, doesn't matter. You've got the holly leaves. This is the only Christmas deck I have in my collection, and unless something changes and there's a new deck coming out, this will be the only Christmas deck I will ever put in my collection, because I've got a couple Halloween, but Halloween is my favorite holiday. Christmas, I have a love-hate relationship with Christmas, but when I saw this, I had to have it. It's beautiful. Like, I wanted it. I want something to celebrate Christmas, and this is the Christmas that I remember. The vintage Christmas that is absolutely beautiful and just reminds us of times that have come and gone, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So like I said, if you want a reading with this deck today, tomorrow, a month from now, middle of summer, middle of fall, middle of spring, middle of winter, doesn't matter. This deck is available to get your reading with. I'd love the opportunity to do so. Comment on this video, message me on either of the socials, or book one directly on my website at cosmiccrotarot.com. This deck, again, is beautiful, and I really like the chance to work with it. They're cardboard, kind of really thin cardboard, but they don't bend very well, so that's very good. They're not going to warp or anything like that. Here is the box we opened. There is no guidebook with this deck, but that's okay because the illustrations, randomly 8 of Cups right there, you can tell what this means. If you know tarot, then it's definitely a really easily worked with deck. There is the back, and you got HattieThorn.com, at Hattie Thorn Tarot on social media, and this is what the back says for you. Step back in time to a bygone era of elegance and enchantment with the vintage Christmas tarot. This nostalgic deck takes you on a journey into the heart of the holiday season, beautifully blending the artistry of Victorian chromolithography. Yeah, I'm not the best when it comes to pronunciation. With the mystical symbolism of the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. This unique 78 card tarot deck has been lovingly designed by author and designer Hattie Thorn. So very, very, very gifted artist right there. I will put, well, you see it right there, but I'll put it in the link in the description below too, where you can follow her and her website too, so you can purchase this deck for your own collection if that is something that you want to do. And again, I'll give you that too. You know, she's thanking me for buying the deck, but I will, if you want to use it, then take that opportunity, because, you know, every little bit helps. You live in the States, shipping is going to be more expensive than you would expect, because, you know, they have to ship it across seas. So this is the Hattie Thorn's Vintage Christmas Tarot. As always, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you love this deck, I hope you can get it for yourself too. I will be using it in my social media. Maybe, yeah, I'll probably use it very, very soon, because it's July. Why not? It's just an awesome deck and I want to work with it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again in the next one.